Hey guys, welcome to Knock's Box. I am still Knock himself, and this is still Cordial Rob.
Welcome to part 2 of The Others. Now, goodness gracious me. Oh, stop grinning over
Kickstarter extras. Oh, come on.
However,
before we do anything, I'm sorry, I have to say, this is how you do Kickstarter extras. Zombicide almost had it right when you got a million small boxes with different things in each. That was nice. This is great. Each add-on feels like an actual substantial, I have got this whole extra piece.
some of these boxes I think you beat someone to death with.
Yeah, it's not bags of plastic, romantic. It's not trays and trays of the same thing, Zombicide. This is individually done, so each piece feels like you've got something else. I love it. I think this is a really good way of showing it, and it makes me happy.
I think it's an excellent way of packaging.
Yeah, packaging makes a big difference.
End on storage. You can easily store all these, and you can draw out the one you want very quick and easy.
Actually, they're going to look really smart all together. Right, so what should we crack open first?
Do you want to do the good guys first or the demons?
Demons.
In that case, please read the back of the box because each of the ones has a quote.
Oh, each have it, do they? Sorry,
They do.
Well, get rid of the first cellophane because it's all new. Oh, the avatar. Sorry. So this is greed. And lo, I came to the palace in that city of dust where the old lords held council and heard angry voices, the lords themselves. Within the throne room, each sat on his mountain of gold, locked in vicious argument over the final undecided copper coin, though they themselves starved. I looked upon men made wealthy by greed, but who could afford nothing except their own death. That's pretty dark, I like that. That's smart.
Journey into Hell with the 9 circles.
It could well be Dante's.
Inferno.
But I don't know, because I'm ashamed to say I read that a very long time ago, and this could be from anywhere. It could be their own thing.
Almost certainly. Hang on. Front of the box.
Boxes, look.
It is a bank vault, and guys sitting with lots of money.
Like mobsters.
Mobsters and monsters.
Really crazy monsters next to them. Okay, so, boxes themselves, a little bit sparse.
Contents is 8 detailed miniatures, 1 sin board, 12 sin cards, 3 sin dice. So
extra
you can
dice!
Get more dice.
Oh, finally!
Okay.
And then you need more dice. The ones, because of the way the dice explode, if you're on a critical, you roll an additional dice.
You need more dice
so you
for
need
the
more dice.
sin.
We need it for both.
Do
Do they not get more dice in the hit? This is a hero expansion. Surely it has more dice. It has dice bags.
This has 3 dice in this one.
This has dice bags. Well, at least you get a few more dice.
So but if you get both those, then you get enough dice.
This is 3 dice in each. I assume it's in every box.
Yep.
And the sin dice are the exact same in them all. So yeah, you're going to end up with a pile of sin dice. You want those. So, you have the figures, Rob, and then you have the cards. Now, these cards are literally just going to straight up replace the other sin cards, as you would expect.
However, what's their special rule?
Their stats are the same.
Excellent.
First thing I'm checking is to make sure all the stats are 3s for both dice. Sorry, 3 dice for attack and 3 defense, 3 hit points for abominations. 4 on both for controllers and 7 on both for avatars. That is what they are in the base game, and I'm wondering if any will change. So those are as they stand. Same artwork. They look great.
What's their special rule for greed? What does greed do differently from slow? Well, we had the sloth that slowed down the enemy.
Oh, beware heroes with too much. All the sin people get to roll, sin abominations, roll an extra dice in any fight against the hero with the most upgrade cards. And if it's tied, it's against all the ones that are tied.
That's pretty cool. Good. I like that.
While you crack that open, I'm going to rip off some packaging, just so that we're bit up together.
Okay, so we have the main avatar, which is all mouths, maws, gaping, with little tongues.
Oh, he's feeding himself. He's showing something on his
Look at all the mouths.
Oh, and that's an odd kind of penis Tentacle. I'm sorry. This is meant to be safe for work.
It is.
But that is not a safe for work.
I've seen the artwork. It's not really safe.
Yeah.
However, what's really cool is the controller has a mouth on his stomach, which is grinning.
Oh, it looks like the way the snotlings burst out of bigger demons in 40k. I like that. And is he does look like a mobster.
He does. So I quite like them. And then you've got the little abominations, which are, little maws on legs with arms to grab more.
So that's pretty good.
So I quite like that. I'm impressed by that.
Right,
one.
should we leave the figures on top of it so we can then compare figures afterwards?
Right. Next we have.
I'll do the one I'm holding. Lust. Oh, this is going to be not safe for work at all.
So you better read the back, right? Shall I get the beeping ready?
Lust.
Beep.
And I say unto thee, thy minds art easily led astray. Thy burning lust leads thee into unholy temptation. There is naught there but deception, trickery, and death. The righteous need fear no nightly horror. The chaste need fear no unearthly desires. This is thy doom. For if compunction twere thy warning rather than thy delight, thee wouldst not fear. Alas, thou art but minions of lust. I have not had to read in Old English since, middle school. Well, high school.
This reminds me quite a lot of Dark Lords.
Yeah.
That sort of.
Sorry, that was a real
Beach
mouthful.
system.
Twere thy warning rather than delight. Thee wouldst not fear. Yeah.
It's
I was going to
good.
say thou
I quite
will
like
not
this.
fear, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. It's nice they've got the thematic stuff right there.
So-
And actually, Lust is very, very non-sexual. For that, the picture on the front is just what looks like a holy man holding a child, I guess a small being up in front of a load of monsters. That's pretty good.
And then you look at the actual models, and
Oh,
then it
wow.
goes downhill. So.
Oh my god, they've had a competition of how many boobs can we fit on one model.
You know
Sorry.
skulls that GW do, where it's skulls everywhere.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 boobs on some of these monsters. Wow. Yeah, that is a thing.
That is a thing that even now I'm going to unbox.
It's actually almost very maternal.
This is our producer. She's waving.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's very maternal.
It's the monstrous form of a mother
Yes,
figure.
it is. Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
even if you look at the box, it's actually more vaginal. In terms of the.
Oh yes, the little symbol on the side. Yes.
So they're
Well, no. Also their mouths.
They clearly the makers of this game clearly
Nightmarish.
considers kind of vaginas more monstrous than peni. Clearly.
Okay, so that was the off-camera voice of God.
Not safe for work. So there is an abomination. It has extra heads.
It has babies crawling out of it. Oh, that's really cool.
Bloodborne. That's what it reminds me of.
Yes, yeah. So,
Okay.
Lust. Same stats, 3s, 4s, 7s. So I'm assuming that's on all of them, but I will keep checking.
Oh, they're walking little pincer legs. Look at that.
Oh, this is awesome. Oh, wow. That's cool.
If you get a chance to look at these close up, if any of your friends have this, I would definitely recommend having a look at some of these.
Lust's ability is beware heroes who get too close. If any hero ends their turn in the same space as one other hero, both heroes take 1 corruption.
Oh!
They kind of corrupt each other by their presence and
we're trying to kill an
lusting.
avatar.
That's amazing.
Oh!
If you're in groups of 3, you're okay, but there's only 2 of you. Ooh, hanky panky. It's as one other hero, not as one or more. And they put 1 in bold, so I think that really does matter. That's cool.
That's clever. I like that. But that changes completely how you play.
And I'm very pleasantly surprised that for Lust they've gone a different take and not just here are scantily clad beautiful women. They've gone for really monstrous, odd, deformed creatures. So kind of white. Sorry. Envy.
They have slightly green eyes.
Oh yes. So Envy. Oh, it's in Old English again. Oh, this is difficult. For thee and thine, this unholy rivalry didst come from within as much as without. Let not the horrors in thy cellar share the brunt of thy shame. For thee all held boundless jealousy within thine hearts. Therefore I say unto thee, in spirit now, for thy bodies are no more, thy doom was wrought in the moment thou didst look upon thy brother's gains with envy.
Very Old Testament.
It is. I really like the thematicness of this, and for Envy, I know it's not, but it looks very like Vegas to me.
I was actually thinking this is going to sound really bad, but either Blade Runner or Shadowrun.
Oh yeah,
That
no, there's a
sort
very
of-
Blade Runner feel about that actually.
and
Yeah.
you can imagine that you look at the woman and she's not quite.
Oh, the abominations look a little bit like face huggers from Alien.
I actually thought they looked like necromorphs.
Those, they do look like necromorphs, yeah. But actually, and Envy's a weird old lady.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
oh
the
my
woman on the
god,
front
what
with
is
the
that
arm.
weird? Okay, the main abomination, avatar for
Oh my
Envy
God, that's a weird
is not what I expected. Envy's is a giant lady garden monster
Extra
with
spiky.
a head as the clitoris, boobs, and then the lady garden opens as teeth. That is really disturbing.
But they're all like that. Look at these.
Oh, they are. They are
They're-
all
yes.
lady. I'm saying lady gardens because I know my mum watches these videos. I'm
And
sorry,
Spencer
mum.
would be upset.
So
All of
first
them
one,
has
second one.
faces as clitoris. As clitori.
Whoever-
That is really weird. I just don't. Yeah, that is very odd for Envy.
Right, okay, but Envy has a special ability, of course. Beware heroes that take of the bounty. Whenever a hero gains an upgrade card, they may take 1 wound, otherwise all other heroes take 1 corruption. Oh!
Every time for something new, you either take a wound to go with it, or everyone gets jealous and gets corrupted. Oh, is it 3, 4, 7 again for stats?
3, 4, 7, indeed.
I will keep checking. No doubt they are all going to be this, but I've got my eye open. That seems really powerful.
That's a fun one. I like that one.
Because actually you get really annoyed with other players. They keep picking things up.
Well, no,
So
but
stop picking it up because you'll give us damage.
some of the missions
Oh,
require
you
you have to get 4 upgrades.
Yeah, normally as many upgrades as there are players, I believe. Wow. Gluttony.
Nom 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 nom.
So, already I can tell I love these figures, but I play Nurgle.
I was about to say, and the controller is just oddly out.
But the avatar is the Gutbot Spume, yeah.
Right,
Sorry.
read away.
Gluttony. And as I stood from my plate and wished no more sustenance, the people did raise theirs for more, and they didst eat. And they didst drink, and they took all their king didst offer, never seeing the graves they dug with their own teeth. And at the end, when the city groaned beneath its own weight and burst with people bloated beyond caring, only then 'twas the horror amongst them revealed. Nice. Yeah. Oh, and Gluttony has what the first scantily clad pretty woman, if you want to look at half the picture I've seen.
Apart from the rest of it, looks like a tumour.
I always find scantily clad women is a very easy way to go, and I'm very pleased to see there's not a huge amount.
I've seen
Especially with sins.
I've seen a lot more scantily clad men in this set.
Yes. Oh, yeah, it's got what Spume done as an ogre.
Actually, I love the little minions.
Ah, they do look.
They look like anemones with legs.
They do, yes.
Anemones, they go om and om and om.
I like Gluttony. I do like it a lot. So, this is Gluttony. Beware heroes, I will feed off your power. Whenever a hero gains an upgrade card, you gain a sin card. Whenever a hero gains an extra turn token, you gain a reaction token.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, so the
I'm going to
more-
take next turn. Awesome. Thank you very much. I'll just stack them over here. Oh, you're going to now do something. Flip, 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 flip.
That fits so well, because the
Yeah.
more they
Feed on power.
feed and want to get the powers, the more you get the bonuses off them. This is such a well thought through set.
Someone has been very, very clever with
I am
designing this.
very impressed with this. Just the thematicness of it is so good.
And last but not least, we have Wrath.
Fantastic.
With this is where you get
Wrath or Wrath?
Wrath.
Wrath.
Oh, you're not American.
I'll bring my wrath down on you with my colonisation with a Z. Sorry.
Lasers! Anyway.
Aluminum.
Wrath of
Basil.
grapes.
Sorry, yes. Wrath of grapes.
Wrath
Wrath.
of grapes. Grapes of wrath.
Man and woman, child and animal, they fought one another. Sister against brother, mother against babies. That's dark.
That'd be very quick.
Grandfathers against their wives of many seasons. They fought and slew and slaked their rage on blood. And though I stood in the midst of a great city of men, the animal howls were those of but beasts consumed by wrath.
Oh, and that fits so nicely with the front picture.
Each one gets you. It's like, that's so good. It must be with Dante's Inferno. It's too good.
I can only assume it's something of that
If
ilk.
they've written these themselves,
They
then
deserve a good handshake and high five.
But it shows you how dark it is. They go for mothers against not children, but babies. It's
The thing when you pick them up and use them as a weapon.
Oh, and the picture again looks
Yeah.
a Blade Runner makes.
Yeah, but you see, he's carrying the broken thing, and they're shredded bodies. But
We
it's in
will show you
Chinatown,
these.
which is pretty cool.
Oh, they're like alien hounds.
They do.
Oh, except they have lady garden mouths. They have, no, they don't. They're really. Oh, look at the big figure. What's that?
That's the avatar of Wrath.
Yeah, do you see this? His face is kind of elongated.
Yeah, I am very, very
That
impressed
is
with
Bane, isn't it?
that. Could easily be Bane. That's Bane when he was younger.
And this is the final box, and the stats are still 3s, 4s, and 7s. So
It's very
the
easy.
stats stay the same.
The stats stay the same, which is very good for when you're swapping between. So the main thing is to remember the special rule. But that is a very nice model. If you look at the detail
Oh
on the back.
wow, the back's much nicer than the front actually.
This is
What
the thing.
is that that's coming out of it? Is that all the viscera? 'Cause it looks almost like no, it is viscera.
Yeah,
that's all the muscle tissue bursting.
It's where it's been shredded along the back.
I think it's also where his muscles have popped out of it. They've pulled his own back open. Look, see, look at it. The muscles have all pulled it out that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. The face is odd, but
the
it
face-
works with it.
But the faces fit like that, where he's in a grimace of rage
Yeah.
as he loses his humanity.
It's like they're screaming and the scream's just elongated.
And the hounds.
The hands are blooming good. Okay, that's a little falling on my face. Is that just bent over, do you think?
I think it's slightly bent over compared to that one.
Yeah. I think that's a bent one.
Yeah.
Because that's very much he's falling over.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the rest look much nicer. So, in the base game and 5 add-ons, we've had one slightly bent figure. That's not bad stats, is it? That's good. Oh,
Very
sorry,
good.
Wrath, special ability.
Punch them in the face.
That's
punch
gotta
them in the
be.
face. Punch them in the face.
Beware attacking heroes. Each time one or more monsters are destroyed in a fight, teleport any monster one space unless the current hero takes 1 corruption. So if you kill something, I can move something in return.
Yes.
Separately to my reactions.
Yes.
Okay. That's a slightly more subtle one. But
Well-
actually, I guess it's...
That stacks, and because again, it's like you might voluntarily take the corruption to kill the thing, but then if you don't want to get snagged up into combat,
Again,
you
yeah.
take the corruption.
Because obviously you kill to wipe out the people in your
Yeah,
square,
but-
and you take the corruption to give you the bonus.
Yeah.
Then when you've killed them, you either take more corruption for no bonus, or
They
have
come
something
in-
teleport back in.
Something teleports back in, and it says each time one or more monsters. So you could take 2 monsters into that square.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a nice
Okay,
area control sort of one.
I like that.
So that is
The 5 other sins to make up the full 7.
so. How many scantily clad women did we have?
Oh, half a one.
Half of one.
Because the other half's a monster. I'm pleased with this. I'm really pleased they haven't taken the easy option.
The easy
They've gone
option for
really-
lust would have been,
Yeah, lots and lots of... Well, what are those demonettes? The old...
Dwayne Juzz's,
Yeah.
or whatever his name is.
But they've actually gone for really interesting takes on it. A mega team. Oh, first off,
You have to read the back.
it's in a different sort of cardboard.
Yes. That's more.
This is thinner.
Yeah.
That's odd. Sorry, I just noticed after taking all those boxes, this is much
Yeah.
thinner.
So you know.
Okay, so this isn't quite as much of a quote, more of a description. While all faith teams deal with emergency situations, a mega team makes them a speciality. The more dire the circumstances, the better they perform. In areas where an infestation has remained hidden but grown widespread, or where faith operatives themselves have unfortunately fallen to other influence, a mega team can quite literally save the day. And this gives you more tiles.
Ooh, does this one? Oh, that one does.
Ooh.
However, that's got the dice bags, and
Oh,
this one's got the dice.
This has a brand new story, a brand new mission. Oh, it has
Oh,
a...
sorry, you mean several. So you've got a corruption story, a redemption story,
A terror story. They've got
and
like
an apocalypse, couple of apocalypse.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, these are more maps to go with the original stories, because Haven's Last Stand is in the main box.
Mm-hmm.
This is a new map set to change it all up again.
So you've just
That's a good idea. And
so
then to
your
go with it,
your 7 missions
new maps.
have now got 21 variations.
Wow, yeah. Well, no, more than that, I think, on some of them. I don't know.
Could easily be.
But so okay, so you've got more tiles to change it up. That's cool, and that adds a whole new range of things.
With different city effects. And
Ooh, okay.
this is the dice
Ugh.
bags.
Oh. Okay, back to the dice bags. They're lovely. They're really like almost a fake suede. They're really nice. They have what are basically iron-on transfers, which look.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
That is a shame.
Yeah.
If they just kept them to the colour.
Just the plain bags are lovely. The transfers are a bit iron-on-y. Oh, even from the inside.
Yeah,
a
even
bit
from
of
the
bad.
inside. However, what I would say is they're very good with the size of the dice bag, especially for
Yes,
this sim.
'cause you're gonna get a whole bunch.
You're
of
going to
them.
get a whole bunch of dice. Then you have more cards.
More cards, more apocalypse cards to change it up again.
Then you have your new group of heroes.
And 2 monsters?
So there should be.
What are the monsters for?
Where are the rest of the contents of the box? Over there.
Over here, just trying to work out where there's monsters.
There are your 2 monsters. There are.
I wonder what the monsters are.
That
Oh, they
looks-
must have cards that summon them.
Oh,
Maybe?
quite possibly then.
Do you want to open those and look at those, and I will look at cards? Because I don't understand why we'd have new monsters. Because the monsters are dictated by the mission. Oh, unless they're dictated by those missions. Oh! When revealed, summon Nicholas to an unblocked nest, and that's one of the... Oh, so you have apocalypse cards that when they come up can then summon those 2 big monsters. Oh, in fact, they're in all of them.
Oh, wow.
Equipment that when you reveal them, you summon those guys. Oh, that's pretty mean. Oh, okay, so there's just a whole random set of cards, 2 for each deck type, and both of them summon one of the 2 monsters. That's cool.
So we have the Sons of Ragnarok, Omega Team.
Oh, so
Well,
Sons of Ragnarok's a separate one, the rest are Omega Team.
I'll have a look at him last. So you've got a yellow for the leader. You've then got your blue for the shooters.
Wait a sec, is the leader Blade?
No,
No.
he looks like Victor Vaz.
Oh, Victor Zaz?
Victor
Yeah, a little bit.
Zaz. That makes me what I think it is. Then we have
A new shooter, PhD.
Two new shooters, PhD and Nicole. That is a ridiculous amount of ranged dice. Nicole. Then you have Fixers, Rosaria, and
Adrian.
And then you have
Baldur.
Boulder, who is a fixer, who is also a convict.
Nice. Right. Model-wise, we have there's a figure called the Mayor, which is a man in a suit that has got tentacles sprouting out of him and lifting him off the floor, like a bit like Dr. Octopus from Spider-Man. That's pretty smart. Yeah, these models are the same quality you would expect now. A child riding a giant... Oh, what's that caterpillar called that's smoking from Alice in Wonderland? That's Wonderland, isn't it?
Yeah.
The caterpillar that's blowing...
Yeah.
It looks like
Larger
a
or
really
smaller.
disgusting version of that. Bad guys have all the right details with a massive Gatling gun.
That's PhD.
Wow. Yeah, they look amazing. We'll put these up so you guys can see some pictures of them. Just close that down. Those are missions. We'll keep the dice bags out to film. And then we have one more box to open.
Are you
So-
not putting the heroes back in?
No, because I'm going to leave them out so we can show them off afterwards. I'm going to do a
Okay.
bit of a
Oh.
camera pan.
This is a ridiculous amount of product.
Yeah. So, this is the last set. This is Beta Team. Rob is going to beta it open. And then I'll read the back piece in
I'm going
half
to
broken
beat a knock with it.
English Americanisms. Basil. Oregano. Colour with extra U's.
Lieutenant. That's Americanisation.
That was, yeah, I liked it. So, Beta Team, or Beta Team, can be beta blockers. So, Beta Team's rapid deployment capabilities and notable tenacity in difficult situations are a matter of record. Care must be taken to smooth over personality conflicts, though their leader, Scott Frieda, demonstrates remarkable skill in coaxing the most out of his team while mitigating this potential for strife.
Banging their heads together.
Oh, this gives you 2 different types of acolytes to use.
Awesome.
Which are the bad guys. You've got police and firemen. So actually that's even more. You get a lot of options for replayability, but in kind of more subtle ways.
So we have more missions.
More missions. I'm assuming it's another 7. They seem to be in 7s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Yeah. And then a mixture of terror stories, corruption stories, redemption
So
stories.
all the
and then
stories
the final.
in the, yeah, so that's all the stories in the open first box
But with new...
map. So you have
Maps.
4 maps per thing. So 28 variations.
And each map uses kind of different setups for acolytes, abominations, and other things you get in it.
And different
That's
tiles.
Yeah, more tiles.
More tiles. So this looks like Dockyard.
Yeah. Oh, 3 more hero dice. If I could have another 6, that would be nice, but 3 more's good, I guess.
It's a good start.
Corrupted police, 2x2. So the corrupted guys are still 2x2s, and it just gives you 2 more options to do, depending on what look
So-
you like best. They do have special abilities, but they're normally summon a dead whatever to put into the fight.
Yeah.
You got more upgrade
Upgrade
cards,
cards.
which is good, so you can change those up. Do you want to have a look at the figures? And I'll crack these open.
Okay, so we have got a selection of policemen, which some
Yeah,
of
there
them
should be
are,
6 police and 6 fire.
yeah, some of the police, some of the firemen are very strange. As in, they've still got all their respirator gear on, or some of them, their respirator stuff's merged with their skull.
Oh, that's cool.
That is actually very impressive. And there are a good selection of male and females here.
What the...
Oh,
Sorry, so most of the people are vaguely human. Some of them have been morphed into monsters. And then we've got Kanga, which looks like
an avatar.
a bit... To me, it looks like someone made a cat woman
It's-
and then merged cat and human.
If you look at the Avatar film, she's one of those, it appears to be.
That's really... Oh, there you go. There is sexy, half-naked women. 2 of them in a row, Ellie and Polly.
You mean the thing that's stacked ridiculously on top with a
Yeah,
grenade launcher?
that's Polly, who's probably Dolly Parton.
That is...
And Elle, who looks like one of, like... Is that Paolo's art style? It's could be Paolo's. Yeah, and they are a bit obvious. Cool, okay, that is a thing. There had to be naked women in there somewhere. But actually, it's been done fairly tastefully for the rest of it, so I'm pleased.
To be fair, it's, what, 4 models out of the entire range are scantily clad.
Yeah, it's not many, is it?
That is... Look, the Lust Box has more boobs on a model than, you know,
Yeah,
the
but
scantily clad models
But they're
do.
not... Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you'll see when we zoom in for you to see them.
All this... Oh.
Oh, I'll put that back in afterwards, it's fine. So, these are all the add-ons you got, or at least that we got. I'm not sure which ones I ordered, which ones came for free. If my wife asks, they all came for free. Did you know? Kickstarter sponsor me. I have assured my wife I do not spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds on Kickstarter. Kickstarter sponsor us, right? And so these just happen to appear in midair.
Just keep buying the gold earrings.
Yes, that is true.
Anyway, what did you think?
Oh, sorry. I think these are great. Again, I like to think of a criticism, and the only criticism I have aside from my view of the tiles is that the transfers are a bit shoddy on the dice bags.
And probably not enough hero dice.
Well, we haven't played enough to see yet. I think
I can see why you need so many sin
you can
dice.
get to rolling 5 or 6 hero dice fairly easily. Sin, you can get more than that.
Well, because the avatar's 7 by itself.
Yeah.
And that's before anything explodes
I feel like you could have done with another 3 dice.
for the heroes. But
Yeah.
for the sin side, good job, lads.
Yeah, loads of them.
They're
That's
so,
because we've got all the sins.
that's true. But they're so different in their special ability.
Yeah, they
and
are.
it completely alters how your opponent has to play around it.
Absolutely. I must admit, I'd be very tempted to find a way of half randomising to begin with.
Oh yeah.
And to play through them to different ones.
D8 with a reroll on 8.
Otherwise, I'm going for gluttony straight away because it just looks good. No, is it envy? Or everyone gets wounded or corrupted?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, these look amazing. We already want to play the game. I'm going to show you some closer-up pictures of the figures. We don't have a macro camera, so I hope what you see is good.
Until next time.